Okay, next video is going to be a focus on the double that's known as Madhouse, double one. Called Madhouse because there's nowhere else you can go there. And it drives you mad, especially if you throw goodness knows how many darts at it. Because even if you hit the single, when you need double one, if you hit the single, obviously you've bust your score. So I've never heard anyone say it's their favourite double. It's a double that as a poor player you hit a lot because you find you leave it a lot. But I very much doubt anyone actually likes double one, and that's even including your county players and semi-pros and pro players. But if anyone does actually like double one, then let me know. So the theory with double one should be quite simple. With 3 darts in hand, the first one you'd probably be aiming just above, and then you work your way in. Immensely frustrating when your first dart goes in the single and you've used 3 darts with 1 dart and you just wasted it. That's the theory, but I'm not good enough to be able to play that way. I'm just aiming to hit the double. Well, I am going to actually aim to hit it above, but just a lack of ability to actually do it. So this is one take. It could be 1 dart straight in the double one. I could be here for a long time. So we're going to pretend that I've left 2. So I've nowhere to go. And that is awful. So I am going to play the game play this video as if it is an actual game. If I'm not going to throw those 3 darts, I've bust myself. So that, although again, demonstrate the point, that's me now throwing 3 darts for the purpose of this. But it's pretty annoying because I've only thrown 1 dart. But it was such a bad dart, absolutely nowhere near the target. Killed it, so we'll try again. Okay, well you couldn't call that a marker. Oh, so at last, of the 3 darts I've thrown so far, the first one would be half decent. But bust my score because it's just crept into the single. That's 6 darts. These are the average killers. That's still nowhere near by a decent player standard, but hopefully work off that. Okay, we're working our way in now. And then the last dart, not good enough to use what was there of a lie, but at least I've had my 3 darts at it. So I can, if I'm playing a match against my mates, I can say, well, I've thrown 3 darts at it, they haven't gone in, fair enough. It's when you throw that 1 dart and it flies into single number. It's annoying. Take 4. Well, wrong bed, but wrong bed can sound unlucky. There's nothing unlucky about that. It's plumb in the centre of the neighbouring tops. So that's 12 darts eroded. There we are, lovely. So that would be 13 darts in terms of actual match play. I think that was probably 1, 3, 6, 7. I think that's my 8th dart I've thrown. But my 5th visit, 13th dart. So that, again, unless I'm playing someone of a similar level or even lower level, I'm not going to have won that leg. Probably something wrong if I have won that leg. But it could have been worse. I'm just going to, try and get another one in now. Just no. No. And then just before I sign off on the video, I'm going to talk about something I hadn't heard of. Don't know if this is something they do back home or not. I wasn't aware of this until I moved down south, but I've heard my mates in the pub talk about Madhouse rules, which is if both players are on double one and the first dart goes into the single, you then get 2 darts at splitting the ones, which is throwing at the physical number 11 and getting the dart in between the 2 1 digits. I don't think I've ever actually participated in this. I may have once and had too drunk to remember, I don't know, but give this a go anyway. So I'm going to aim for the single 1 here. We'll pretend that's in single 1. So split the ones and take the leg. Well, do you know what? That's actually hit one of the ones. I'm taking that as an okay dart. That's not too far away. Look, I'm not good enough to be a darts snob for such a thing, but I'll be honest, I don't like this split the ones. For me, it's a nonsense. Check out on the double. If you're there all night, then you're there all night. That is the punishment for being bad at darts. Get better, basically. So yeah, not a fan of this splitting the ones. If I was playing in a match and someone took a leg off me with this, I wouldn't be too happy, but then I would reflect and say, well, got myself in that situation. Once you get yourself into Madhouse, it's basically a penalty shootout anyway. We'll try this again. Be nice to actually take out the single 1, but hit the single 1, but we won't worry about that. Well, that's hit the 1 digit again, so that is close. So it turns out I'm actually not bad at darts when it comes to aiming 3 inches off the board. How long is this video? 7 minutes. Probably now getting a bit boring, so I'm going to have one more go at this split the ones. No one will be watching this by now anyway. If you are, you have my sympathies. Single 1, come on. Treble 1, what a joke. So that would be me bust. We'll split the ones. No, there you go. So Madhouse, not a great double to land on. Best advice, take out the double before you get down to double 1.